Welcome to Ranger Reviews, a web series we look at episodes of the TV show Power Rangers and then discuss them. Today we're exploring the 93rd episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, as well as the 33rd episode of Season 2 titled Lights, Camera, Action. We begin this episode in class where Aisha is giving some boring ass presentation about how television came to be on a television that's like 30 years old even for 1994. Ms. Appleby says that it was such a good presentation and she asks everyone who was the father of television, and Bulk says Captain Kangaroo? It's also dated. According to Ms. Appleby, the Power Rangers are going to be on TV tonight and they're going to discuss it the next day in class. Adam is nervous about being in front of cameras, and Billy, Aisha, and Rocky tell him that he's going to be morphed, so it's going to be fine. Skull invites Bulk over to watch the show, and Bulk says, no, we're going there and we're going to unmask them on national TV, making them rich and famous somehow. Zedd sees what's going on and he wants the Power Rangers kidnapped and replaced with evil twins to give out his message on television. We see the teens walking through the park talking about how they're going to be on the Harvey Garvey show. Jesus Christ. Goldar and Putty show up in front of them in the 6th morph, fighting off their assailants with relative ease. Then Rocky goes after Goldar, hits him literally once, and Goldar just disappears. The Rangers talk about how Zordon didn't warn them about this at all, like Zordon would know what the hell is going on the moon. Zedd says, screw this, we're just gonna have to do another monster. At the Harvey Garvey show, Harvey Garvey comes out and we see B-roll footage of the Power Rangers, involving a lot of footage we haven't even seen yet. Then of course the Rangers flip out as giant sparks go off and the audience claps in this really tiny studio. They're about to hotbox this place. The Rangers all sit down on couches and for some reason Tommy gets a chair all to himself. They talk about how staying in school is super cool. Bulk and Skull are backstage and Bulk asks for powder and Skull hits him. Yep. Anyways, the Rangers say that they're Power Rangers because they've developed their minds. And Kim gives the example of Pudgy Pig. You know, that monster that literally only 2 of you dealt with? And oh look, it's time for a flashback. Anyways, Bulk tells Skull to release rope 3 so that he can rip off the Power Rangers' heads. But it looks like 3 is in the 4th spot while 1 is in the 3rd spot. Don't worry, we're back to this flashback. Skull releases the wrong rope and he almost kills Bulk. Now it's time for a kick demonstration, and yeah, Harvey Garvey ends up on the ground. Bulk pulls a rope instead now, getting a bag of feathers stuck on his head? I don't know. Zedd decides that since they're near a camera, he's going to make Showbiz Monster. Wow, that was pretty lazy. The alarms go off in the command center and Alpha needs to alert the Rangers. Then Harvey asks what happened to the Green Ranger, which is kind of hilarious. Then Alpha contacts them and they leave right away as Bulk crashes through the set's fake window as they accidentally tackle Harvey Garvey. At the command center, the teens see the monster on the viewing globe before Tommy says, lights, camera, we're morphing into action! And the stupidest piece of dialogue this godforsaken show has ever seen. Showbiz Monster 6 putties on them because he's clearly off screen in Japan somewhere. Zedd sends down Goldar to handle the White Ranger, who is apparently just watching the others fight. They fight a little bit before the Rangers defeat the putties. Zedd makes his monster grow giant so they call out their Thunder Zords, forming the Thunder Megazord. And suddenly it's like Super Sunset now? They pretty much instantly kill the monster, letting us know that this Megazord doesn't do a single cool thing. Now Goldar retreats for no apparent reason. Zedd is angry. Can you feel that this episode's like super repetitive? Anyways, the next day, Miss Appleby is talking to the students about the Power Rangers being on TV, and some mullet-wearing extra says that school is cool because the Power Rangers said so. And Rocky says that the Power Rangers really reached out and touched him, like he really liked it when they touched him. Miss Appleby also has a fax from Jason, Zach, and Trini, which is really surprising. And it says that basically they saw what the Power Rangers did on TV and they thought it was kind of cool. Also, here's their headshots. They will literally do any work that you have. Bulk and Skull come in acting all famous because they assaulted a famous person before they hit on an extra that kind of just tells them to shove it. And then Miss Appleby says that they have a week of detention due to being 10 minutes late to class. That's kind of hefty. The end. This episode is painful. I don't know what is going on with season 2, but it feels like they're just spinning the wheels, struggling to find anything to put on the screen to keep going. Before the 3 original Rangers left, it was getting kind of better acting-wise and even story-wise, but not anymore. Now it's just getting more and more vanilla with each episode, which is kind of upsetting. Luckily, I know we have some decent things coming eventually, so let's hope some random episodes are cool enough to keep my attention. Until then, may the power protect you.